Hello everyone, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to all to our this session of YouTube channel. I hope you all are good, fit, fine and well. So in the continuation of international relations with respect to SSB political science syllabus for the SSB lecture and PGT, we'll discuss today the international terrorism regarding human rights and the decision making. And before starting our lecture, I would like to highlight the objective of our today's session, that it will develop understanding regarding how to approach and tackle the question with respect to the international relation. Second thing, it will be develop your analytical skill uh, in regard to the expected what are the previous year question and the trend of the questions along with the expected question. Third thing, it will be also provide in-depth knowledge regarding international terrorism, human rights, and concept of decision making with regard to our the political science syllabus for as per the SSB political science for our SSB lecture and the PGT examination. So this is all about the overview, and as you know that to usually first discuss the question, and in subsequent way we try to revise the theory and concept. So first question in front of you, and this is your UGC net basically questions of 2024 June, latest question. So let's try to solve human right convention and the subsequent year. So you can match here like declaration of torture. So declaration of torture 1975. Then convention relating to the status of the refugee, that is 1954. Then convention on elimination of all form of the discrimination against women, that is how CEDAW Act, okay, CEDAW, CEDAW Act 1981. Then convention of the right of the child 1990. So this is how the different UN human rights convention and declaration with respect to the year of approved. Okay, that is how the one of the previous question. So accordingly you can match the first declaration on torture, that is 1975 A को first, then you get the answer. So this is how option 4 is the answer. Moving to the next question, that convention on elimination of all form of racial discrimination was approved in which year? 1963, 64, 69, 65. So approved in which year? So it was also your UGC net June 2024 paper, and answer of this question is option C, that is 1969, that convention on elimination of all form of racial discrimination was approved in basically 1969. Then moving to the next question, that UN Human Rights Council was established in which years? So in which year the UN HRC was established? So in 2006, 2005, 2008, 2007. So option A 2006. Very important. Okay, as you all know. So in this way the question are basically framed. You have to remember that this is the way that they basically ask the questions. Then question number next, that non discriminations, freedom from arbitrary arrest, freedom of thought belongs to which generation of human right? First generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generations. That non-discriminations are from arrest and the freedom of thought, this belong to the first generation of right, that is deals with the civil and political rights. Okay, now this is how the your UN human rights conventions, and we discuss the three generation of human rights. The time now we will discuss about the basically the theory part, and revise quickly the thing which are there in examination, the thing which are not there in examination we are going to discuss. Okay, that UDHR, the Convention on Human Rights, first UDHR, that is Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. Okay, so 1948 UDHR, and it has 30 article. How many article? 30 article. Okay, that was already asked in your SSB lecture, I believe. Then European Union Human Rights 1950, not that much important, but you can remember. ICCPR, that is the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights 1966. Okay, 1966, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Then ICSSER, International Covenant on Social and Cultural Rights 1966, that International Covenant on Social and Cultural Rights. Okay, that is 1966. Then American Convention on Human Rights 1969, that American Convention on Human Rights 1969. Then UN Convention on Racial Discrimination 1965. So 1965 UN Convention on Racial Discrimination, but as you notice in the paper that they talk about the basically here the question like the all form of racial discrimination approved, that is 1916. I have told you that similar thing here applicable, that mhm, that basically racial discrimination was signed in 65 but it was approved in 1969. So when it was approved, now it was approved in 1969, the UN Convention on Racial Discrimination. Okay, then CEDAW Act means the basically comprehensive elimination of all form of the discrimination against women, that is how 79 CEDAW Act, 1979 CEDAW Act, and it was approved in 1981. So in 1981 the CEDAW Act was approved. Then African Convention on Human Rights 1981. So we have to remember 1981 African Convention on Human Rights. Then Child Rights 1989, UN Convention on Child Rights 1989, and it was approved in 1990. So when it was approved in 1990. Okay, what is the child rights? UN Convention on Child Rights was approved in 1990. Okay, it was signed in 1989. Then Convention on Migrant 1990. So 1990 Convention on Migrant. Okay. Then Convention on Disability 2006. So UN Convention on Disability in which year? 2006. So 2006 the Convention on Disability, and 2008 the Convention on Disability. So 2008 the Convention on Disability, 2008 the Convention on UN Convention on Disability. So this is your all about the UN Human Rights Convention. Very important. Now in our discussion we are going to quickly see the generation of the human right. Three generation of human right. That first generation, civil and political right. Okay, civil and political right. As you have noticed that there was a question like here. Yes. The non-discrimination, freedom from arbitrary arrest, and freedom of thought belongs to first generation human right. So similarly, you need to remember. You need to what remember? You need to remember about the generation of human right and the its products. What the thing first generation रे कौन आसुची, second generation रे कौन आसुची, third generation रे कौन आसुची. Like civil and political rights, the first generation related to non-discrimination from the arbitrary arrest and freedom of the thought. Okay, different thing. Second generation socio-economic rights like right to work. Okay, right to live a life a dignified way. Okay, then the cultural environment right like protection of environment, like your climate, the protection of right against climate effect. Recently Honorable Supreme Court also provided a verdict on it. That is how the environmental rights, the third generation of the right. So this is how the three generation of human right. Then now I am going to quickly see the theory like the terrorisms. Okay, the terrorism, that the term terrorist came from the French Revolution. So the term terrorist come from which revolution? French Revolution. Then we will see the different state and related terrorist group. For example, Sri Lanka, the Tamil Tigers. Lebanon, the Hezbollah. Okay, right now we have experienced that in Middle East there are a lot of terrorist group are like create disturbance with respect to Israel and Hamas war. For example, Hezbollah, a terrorist organization, Lebanon. Then PLO, a terrorist organization, Palestine. In Palestine, there is a Palestine Liberation Organization that you have to remember. And Houthi insurgents, that is Yemen. Okay, you will also listen this name in the newspaper multiple times. So Houthi insurgent, Yemen. So this is how the term basically, the terrorist and different state and related the terrorism group. Okay, so related terrorism group and different state. I believe this much is clear to you. Then few of the fact you have to remember: the 9/11 attack, September 2001. Okay, in which year the 9/11 attack take place? Now September 2001, the 9/11 attack you have to remember. Then India's Parliament attack, December 2001. So in which year the India's Parliament attack took place? 2001, India's Parliament attack. Then 26/11 attack, 2008, the 26/11 attack. So 26/11 attack 2008. Okay. Then in 2006 the UN General Assembly adopted a global counter-terrorism. So in which year the UN General Assembly adopted a global counter-terrorism? 2006 the UN General Assembly adopted a global counter-terrorism. Then India proposed a CCIT. What is CCIT? Na Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism. So Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism basically proposed by India in 1996. So in which year the India proposed the CCIT, or who proposed CCIT? That in 1996 Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism proposed by India. That solves. Okay, that is how the things. Then as per the 2024 index, as you know that global terrorism index was published in each and every year. okay, is published each and every year. And Burkina Faso, okay, Burkina Faso the secured first rank, okay, who secured the first rank? Now Burkina Faso secured the first rank in term of the global counter, the terrorism index, okay, in terrorism index, who secured first rank? The Burkina Faso. And subsequently the India secured the 14th rank, okay. Who secured the 14th rank? Now the India secured the 14th rank, basically with term of the global terrorism, okay. So this is how all about the thing. Now after the terrorism concept, I will switch to the decision making theory. And decision making theory is easy to learn because there is not to learn different or the multiple thing. You have to learn about the thinker belong to the decision making theory. For example, which among the following is not a scholar to decision making theory? Richard C. Sender, H. W. Brick, Bruton, Spain, and Renewable Neighbor. So answer is option D, that Renewable Neighbor belong to religion school of thought. Then scholar to decision making theory, that Richard Sender, H. W. Brock, and Bruton, Spain, they are related to the basically your decision making theory. And what the book written? The decision making theory, an approach to the study international relation. So this is all about your decision making theory. We have discussed the human rights starting from the EDHR to till the basically UN Convention on Disability 2006 and 2008, and followed by we have discussed the terrorism from the different state organization, like terrorism word came from which the French Revolution, okay. Then the India proposed the CCIT. Then after that we have discussed about the like the concept of decision making theory. Richard Sender multiple time asked in our SSB lecture and PGT examination. So this is all about from mindset for the topic of the approaches to the international politics. So it is a last topic for the approaches to international politics. Then after we will initiate the other topic. If you want, in upcoming day such interesting concept video will be available for you, then you need to do one thing, that to subscribe my channel and also to share with your friend. If the single people from my channel will share the with a single person, then it will helpful to achieve my target, the 500. As you know that I have a basically aim at to achieve the 500 subscriber in this month only. For that I help your I need your help, and if you help me, then subsequent way I also let you help in a way, okay. This is how reciprocal relation I believe. So this is all about from my side for the session of the approaches to international politics. Thank you everyone from being part of this lesson. Thank you so much.